if it's Roach against Hydra. So you probably need like 70% Roaches and 30% Hydras would be a good ratio.
Okay, cool.
Something like that. But yeah, you also need a pretty healthy number of infestors. You also need to work a little bit on your infestor control. I'm not sure how you use them. Do you fungal from wherever you're standing, or do you move them and then fungal, or?
I have them hotkeyed to 3, and then I just hit F and click on wherever I want them, whatever I want to fungal.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that's great. That's yeah. Actually, I didn't see you losing too many infestors there, or
yeah, until I got to that one spot where I lost them all to the fungal.
Yeah, but that wasn't your fault. I mean, you could have reacted and killed them faster, but yeah, that wasn't entirely your fault. Like if you had a spore crawler or something like that, then that would have helped a lot, though.
Right.
So it's a situation that's unlikely, but you know, it can happen, and it does happen. When I say unlikely, it's like, yeah, like at that point in time, the fact that your infestors got caught and your roaches were a little bit like off position and shit like that. It's just unlikely that would happen, but it does happen because he has the ability to run in infestors per road, so that's you always need those spore crawlers. Like if that didn't happen, what I'm saying is, even though that was unlikely, instead he could have killed drones. Instead he could have killed a bunch of roaches that were sitting there, you know, or drones that were transferring, or anything.
Right. Just like mechanics type stuff, working on macro, getting those injects on time better, and things like that. I don't know if you have any more comments or any other suggestions for things that I should be doing that I'm not.
Yeah, well, you were floating a lot of minerals. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it was you missing injections or something like that.
I think I was definitely missing a lot of injections. I think, especially once it started to get heated with the micro going on.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to work on that. Definitely, what you can do, and it's never bad, and that would help you a lot, I think, is make a ton of spine crawlers. Like you see right now, from your gold to your natural, there's only like, you know, it's not that wide an area. If you can make like 10 spine crawlers there, that would help you defend against mostly anything.
Right.
And then you can get to that strong unit composition off of the 4 bases that you have. But you also need overlords all over the map.
Right.
So whenever you have time, just place overlords anywhere that you think units are gonna be transiting.
Okay.
So spine crawlers and spore crawlers are really good units, and especially in ZvZ, because you don't need so much minerals as much as you need the gas.
Okay.
So that can help you. That can definitely help you a lot. And as you clean your play, you'll probably like be feeling like you need less of those, and instead you can take more expansions and shit like that. You know. So if you're playing an opponent that's really good, and you can't beat him with the first army because he has an army that's just as good, then the more expansions you take and the less spine crawlers that you make are gonna help you out. But for the time being, I feel like if you can get to that unit composition where you get like a shitload of roaches, a good number of hydras, and a good number of infestors with good upgrades,
right,
there's nothing that beats that except broodlords.
Right.
But again, if you can scout them well, then if they're going broodlords, you can just drop a spire and go corruptors. Broodlords are only good, I feel like, if you're in like a lot of bases, like really late game.
Right.
So
gotcha.
Yeah, basically Roach, Hydra, Infestors and nuts.
Okay. What do you use as a trigger for dropping your Hydralisk Den? Do you just, once you're at a good number of infestors, that's when you just drop the Hydralisk Den?
Pretty much, because you need to spend your gas elsewhere. And also, you can hold back on the number of roaches that you make sometimes, depending on like how you see, like depending on your number of infestors, spine crawlers, and spore crawlers. If you feel like you can hold anything, as long as you're spending your gas, it's okay to float minerals. So don't feel bad if you have 3,000 minerals and you're at a 170 supply, and you're like, oh, I could be maxed right now. You don't need to make roaches. You can just wait for some more gas and start making some hydras.
Gotcha.
Yeah, instead, I mean, you can make links and harass, but that's even more work. So it's okay to float minerals. In that replay against Hydra and Teldarim, you will see that we're both floating like 1,500 minerals points.
Okay.
And it's just because we have no gas.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool.
So work on this, and any time during the week or anything, just let me know if you're running into something that's beating it constantly or something like that, and then we can talk about it and figure it out.
Cool. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Eugene, and thank you for being so patient.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.